What's up, guys? Quantrick02 here with another edition of What's New. WWE Elimination Chamber 2015 just went off the air, and I am going to review the entire show for you, as I always do for every pay-per-view. So let's get started. The show started before the show. Obviously, there was the WWE Kickoff show. There was one match up there. That match was Zack Ryder versus Stardust. Nothing special, your typical Superstars match. Stardust wins. So we kick off pay-per-view with the first ever Elimination Chamber Tag Team match for the WWE Tag Team Championships. This match included the champions, the New Day, which included all three members, thanks to Kane. I guess for helping them, beat up Reigns and Ambrose on SmackDown. He allowed all three of the members of the New Day to be in the match. So we had those guys. Then you had the Los Matadores, the Lucha Dragons, which is Kalisto and Sin Cara, the former champs, Cesaro and Kid, primetime players, Darren Young and Titus O'Neil, and the Ascension, Victor and Connor. And El Torito was in the match as well. He kind of was supposed to stay on top of the cage. This match was interesting. It was a good way to kick off the show. I was hoping this match would kick off the show, try to get the people hyped. And the match was kind of slow until Cesaro and Kid got in there. Basically became the workhorses that they are. The first elimination came from, I believe it was the Ascension who eliminated I think it was Los Matadores. They were the first people to go. And then the Lucha Dragons went after that. Speaking of Lucha Dragons, Kalisto was awesome. This guy climbed the chain right into the middle, kind of like TNA's, what's that freaking match called on TNA? I always forget the name of it. The giant X dome, the dome thing, I don't know I forgot what it's called anyway. That he kind of climbed like that and then jumped off of it from the middle of the freaking chamber, and then kind of El Torito tried to do something like that later on in the match. It was pretty cool spot. Cesaro, man, he's just awesome freaking running, jumping uppercut. While Kalisto was on top of the cage, he ran up there and uppercutted him, and then hit him with a super suplex from the top of the chamber. Awesome stuff. Cesaro always impressing everybody. But yeah, those two teams got eliminated. Then the primetime players got in there, eliminated the Ascension, and then they eliminated Kid and Cesaro too. So I thought I was really surprised by that. Wow, they eliminated Cesaro and freaking Kid. That's crazy. I think they were going for their finish, and Darren Young rolled Cesaro up. So it was kind of anticlimactic, but whatever. It came down to the all three members of the New Day and the primetime players, and it was kind of getting a little intense in there, man. A lot of high impact moves by all the members of each team, but in the end, I think Titus O'Neil was going for some kind of move while he was on his shoulders. Then I think he would get chop blocked by Big E, and then I think it was let me get this right. It was Xavier who would try to hold. Big E chop block. Lee would hit a chop block. Then Xavier would hold him, and then Kobe would hit a Trouble in Paradise, and they all would pin Titus O'Neil to retain the championships. So the New Day are still the champs. Then we go on to the Divas match, which was average, nothing near the NXT level. So it's nothing really worth noting in that matchup between. It was the champion, Nikki Bella, with no Brie out there this time. Brie was not out there. Nikki, no Tamina either for Naomi. So Nikki, Naomi, and Paige. Like I said, it was an average match. And I really thought tonight was going to be Naomi's night, but it was not. Nikki Bella beat her again, clean. So Nikki Bella is still the champion. I'm just like, why? She's had not an awesome run, but a long run as champion. It's time for her to give the title up. And they're building up Naomi. I thought they were building up Naomi to take the title away from her so she can be the next big heel so she can chase the championship, and then maybe some of these NXT divas can come over there and face Naomi. But that was not the case. Nikki Bella still your champion. Next was the match of the night: Kevin Owens versus John Cena. Kevin Owens has freaking arrived, man. I mean, I was so impressed, man. So happy for this guy, and his first ever match in the WWE, like first ever WWE match on pay-per-view against the biggest face of the company, man. And he showed off. He did some crazy stuff. At one point, he cheesed the package pile driver. And I'm like, oh my god, I freaking marked out when he turned it into like a slam, like a pump handle kind of slam. I'm like, but it was still really cool. I hope he starts doing that. And then one of these days, in like WrestleMania or something, I think he's gonna do that the package pump handle, and he's actually gonna hit the pile driver. I feel like it's gonna happen one day. It's WrestleMania match. I see that happen. I'm calling it right now in this video that's gonna happen. But back to the match, crazy stuff, man. He hit like a freaking moonsault. He was cruiserweight. Yeah, obviously John Cena was good too. Both men went at it, and the most surprising thing is that Kevin Owens beat John Cena with the pop-up power bomb clean. No BS. I really thought this match was going to be like a DQ finish, or Cena was going to beat Owens, but no, he beat John Cena clean with his finisher, and it was crazy, man. I marked out, the crowd marked out, people on Twitter marked out. Man, Kevin Owens is right. Kevin Steen, I know this guy is just. I was mad he did all this tonight. He can't believe that he just accomplished all that tonight. I mean, he accomplished all this stuff in a certain amount of time. Triple H and the WWE backstage people see a lot in this guy, and they're going to invest in him. I can definitely tell that Kevin Owens, by next year, he's probably going to be the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I call it right now. So that's match of the night. Next was Bo Dallas versus Adrian Neville. This match was okay. I mean, it's not like anything like their NXT match, a ladder match or anything like that, but it was okay. Adrian Neville ended up getting the victory with the Red Arrow, and I guess that's all that matters. Next was the IC Championship, Elimination Chamber. This is probably one of the second worst Elimination Chambers I've ever seen. It just was not good. It was, first of all, they decided the person that was in the match, they chose to replace Rusev was Mark Henry. And I love Mark, but I was like, why Mark, man? Can we have why can't Bray Wyatt or somebody be in it, you know? But no, it was Mark, which was okay. Let me see who was in this matchup. You had Mark Henry, Ryback, Dolph Ziggler, King Barrett, come on, R-Truth, Forgettable, and Sheamus were all in this matchup. And I gotta say, this match was just really, really awkward. They tried to do this one spot where, like, only the cool thing about this is when Barrett threw Dolph Ziggler into Mark Henry's pod, and he got out without actually being told to leave this pod, and just got in the match. I thought that was kind of cool. But then there was this one thing where they had like Sheamus like locked in the pod for some reason, and I don't know where they was going with this. And he pulls out his cross chain and gets out of the chamber. As of right now, if somebody could explain what that was, I would definitely appreciate it, because I have no idea like what they were trying to do with that whole spot. But yeah. But I'm just gonna skip everything else and tell you all the elimination. I'm just gonna get down to the last three. It was down to Ziggler. Before I get to that, freaking R-Truth outlasted Bad News Barrett. Okay. Anyway, to the end though. Ziggler, Ryback, Sheamus. Ziggler was eliminated by Sheamus via bro kick. Kind of saw that coming. I was like, oh my god, please let Ryback win. But I was like, oh man, Ziggler's gonna win this thing. Not Ziggler, Sheamus. There's no way Ryback's never won. He's barely won any freaking pay-per-view matches, and he's never won a championship in his WWE career. I was like, can he do it? And he did. He hit the shell shock on Sheamus, which that shell shock to me felt like the longest freaking shell shock on the ground. I was like, oh my, he's gonna counter it. He's gonna counter it. Bam, he hits it. 1, 2, 3. Ryback is the new IC champion and gets presented the title by D-Bry. Awesome moment. I'm so happy for freaking Ryback, man. This guy has gone through so much crap as a freaking jobber. When he was a jobber, when he turned heel, and now he's back and he's a relevant superstar on the show. People are doing the Feed Me More, the Goldberg chants are basically gone. I am happy for Ryback. That was a great moment. It's too bad the match had to be really crappy, the one that he wanted in. But man, I am happy for this guy, man. Hopefully he has a very, 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 a good title reign. Not a Nikki Bella title reign, but a good title reign. Next, next we had the main event. It was Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And this had to be tough on these guys. They had to try to live up to Kevin Owens versus Cena, which is practically impossible because that match was just freaking perfect. But they did well. It was still a good match. Obviously hit your shenanigans with J&J and Kane interfering in the matchup, all this stuff. But in the end, towards the end of the match, the ref, I think Dean Ambrose was going for this, the standing elbow drop from the top rope, and freaking Seth Rollins threw the ref into the elbow, knocked him out, and then Seth would go for the Phoenix Flash, it would get countered, and then he would run right into Dirty T's double arm DDT, and 1, 2, 3, Dean Ambrose supposedly wins the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I'm just like, are you serious? They just end Seth Rollins' title reign like that? All that build up for his title reign, and he loses. But I was at the same time, I was like, oh man, Dean Ambrose is champion. I was on both sides of that. I was like, oh man, I don't know where to go with Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins. But there was like 8 minutes left in the pay-per-view. I was like, something's going to happen, and sure enough, the ref gets back in the ring because they had another ref came down there and made the count. So the former ref, Rush, to get knocked out, gets back in the ring and tells him that Seth Rollins hit him, and this is the DQ finish. And that's exactly what it was. So we got a DQ. Dean Ambrose wins the match, but he does not win the championship. So the Authority tries to get in there and tries to take the championship away from from Dean Ambrose. Roman Reigns comes out there, Superman punch to freaking Seth Rollins. And then spear to J&J, takes out Kane, and they get away, and Dean Ambrose takes the championship. He said he's won the match, DQ or not, he won the match, he should be the champion, he's taking the title. Him and Roman Reigns going out for drinks, see ya, bye, Seth Rollins. So basically, Dean Ambrose steals the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and then the pay-per-view goes off the air. All in all, this pay-per-view was not that great, not gonna lie to you guys. Most of the matches were very skippable. The only two I would definitely tell you to go see is definitely check out the Kevin Owens versus John Cena match. That match is amazing. And then go check out the main event because it's still worth watching. Everything else is kind of skippable. But, you can't win them all, I guess. WWE's been on the road with pay-per-views and, they finally, messed up. But it's okay. It was a 2-week, on the spur of the moment kind of pay-per-view that just kind of popped up. So, it's alright. And we also got matches for Money in the Bank announced, which is really stupid. We already know we're going to get Kevin Owens, John Cena 2 without any explanation. Like, why should Kevin Owens even even face John Cena again? Then the Money in the Bank was announced, which is stupid. I wanted some qualifying matches, but what you gonna do? WWE does what they want. Anyway, guys, that is Elimination Chamber 2015. Tell me what you think about it in the comments below. But until then, comment, rate, subscribe. Stay well, everybody. Peace.